Hello, welcome to this new design project, where I will teach you how to design an airplane from scratch. I'll guide you through 3 general stages of this design. The first stage will be designing the basic form, which is going to be the body and the wings. We're going to set up a general shape line, and then we will create splines to use them as profiles for the Loft tool. The second stage is going to be adding details such as a plane tail, cockpit and its windows, wheels, and propeller. At this stage, we will be using various transform tools, subtract and extrude. The last stage, we'll be making the final touches, which are the wing lights, suspension, wheel adjustments, adding fillets and colors. So let's start. The first stage will require sketching profiles as you see them right now on your screen. Let's sketch them now. At first, create the new workspace. Draw 2 lines so that you have a rough idea about the size of the plane. There is no need to be too precise with this task because we're doing concept modeling here. I did some research and found out the average basic plane is usually 700 by 260 in size. So we will use those dimensions for reference. You probably noticed that I'm locking one point of the plane. I'm doing it in order to keep my endpoints in the same spot and resize the sketches according to that point. Now let's create the profiles. I will sketch them as circles, and then I will align them by selecting concentric alignment in the sketch menu. Now I will create the spline for the profile. The one thing you need to remember when you're sketching about half of the profile that is going to be mirrored is that the second and the first before last points must be exactly on the same line as the first and the last points and perpendicular to that mirror plane. Doing so will allow you to keep the curvature of the profile tangent when you mirror it eventually. Pay attention to the points I have just mentioned when creating splines with the intention to mirror them afterwards. There's no need to do it when sketching circles. Now the sketches are ready to be mirrored, but in order to do so, you need to have that line that will be used for mirroring. I'm going to use that line I've created before to set the dimensions. Setting up the profiles in the right places is going to be a little bit time consuming, but it's a good design exercise. At the moment, I'm trying to figure out the best place to put the profiles. The profile for the tail will be at the end of the dimensions line. I actually need to copy one of the profiles by selecting the copy option in the transform tool. Try to figure out the right shape of your new profile. Scale it by dragging and dropping the yellow dot. If you want to work with another profile, you don't need to turn the transform tool off. You can simply unselect the profile you're done working with and select the shape you want to work on. When you select a different profile, remember to move the pivot point by just dragging and dropping it in the right place. I'm going to move this vertical line I've created at the beginning to the outside because I'm going to make some more transformations and this line is going to disturb me. Now I need to switch to the front view because I need to set up all those profiles according to the profile I have in mind. I just used the Loft command, and I'm not quite happy with this shape. In order to change it, I need to go back and scale some profiles, and maybe move them around, and do Loft again. Okay, this looks much better. One thing I still want to change is the tail, because I don't want it to be higher than the rest of the plane. To do so, I will tap on the face, and using the Transform tool, I will move this edge around. As you can see, the entire profile changes according to this transformation. I think I'm pretty happy with this shape now. I will see you in the next episode, where we will create the wings. Subscribe to our channel to never miss out on new tutorials, and click on the right bottom corner to watch the next episode.